22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here is Tua. Heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. It almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Robbie Anderson. A gain of 15. First down, Miami.
A run for the first time with Myles Gaskin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, Gaskin. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down is Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jesse James. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist bump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Dolphin first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running on first down with Gaskin. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jake Bailey now. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Olave holds it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake. Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from a yard out. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Lots of look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And Hill with it over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tua going to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 47 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone. It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early. What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that? Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done. Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On play action, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Carr. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So that's going to push him back half the distance. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats for that first half for Miami. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense, but I gotta tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. Now they'll throw with Carr. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Carr going to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Kamara diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts him in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a great possession game. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he finds Tyler Kroft. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Carr's throw. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, Mostert. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua on target over the middle to Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 71 yards on the ground for him so far. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.